Hi, I'm Professor Phil Lewis, and this is my modified Bob. This is going to be just a quick clip on how I put him together. Okay, basically what you have here, and I'm going to do some close-ups to explain a little better. You have, I think it's the 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch threaded steel rod, and one that you can bend. Okay. I'll get it so thick you can't bend it, and I think they come in about 8-foot lengths. You can get them at Menards or Home Depot, places like that. Anyway, you wind them around a couple times around the neck and bring them down around each side. And what you're going to want to do is then also thread a one of those swimming pool tubes on each of the arms. Now this is actually another piece here, a couple pieces of the pipe insulation, and what you're going to do is you're going to duct tape it, because after a while the foam will start coming apart. And this is very important up here, because when you start doing some of your strikes, even trying to get in here at the neck and all that, you will start taking apart. You're doing some open hand techniques and some of the foam will come off, and what you don't want to do is hit that threaded steel with your fist. Usually it wins out. Okay, anyway, so I'll take a couple. One of the things you'll notice here is how it's strapped on here so that the arms don't just flail out. They're kind of strapped around with, I just used an old karate belt here tied in to it. Okay, we'll do a quick clip here showing it close up, trying to explain this a little bit, how it's wound around a bit more. Okay, here's a little bit of a close-up of the modified Bob, or Bob.wmv as I call them sometimes. There you'll see I kind of started from in front of the Bob and wound him around behind the neck. You want it fairly tight there, and you're going to, you see how I bring him around one side and around the other side, and as I bring him down here, it's probably not important to have every single space around here. You're not going to be striking out here. Anyway, and again, this is here, you can see the threaded rod. Now you're going to bring them down around, you're going to bend them towards the front, okay, and as you bend them in, and then you're going to tie them in tight so you can kind of bend it upward a little bit at an angle here for the guard, for the hand trapping techniques, and just to make you work a little bit on that. Alright, so here from from behind, and again you can see here how we have just use the pipe insulation around it, and of course back here is not as important, but again have pipe insulation going around the neck so that when you do strike at the head and neck, you don't end up hitting the threaded steel with your fists. Okay, so again, you see how it comes down in close, gets tied here. See, I just basically used a karate belt. You can use whatever you want, use some kind of other strapping system to hold it in tight here. Okay, so basically just tied it around there. Karate belt is nice because you can strike that. It's not like some rope that you might not want to be striking, some thick rope, but anyway, it comes across here. And again, this from here on out, pretty much not a bad idea to have it duct tape, because as you're practicing grabs and all, these foam noodles, whatever swimming pool things, they will start coming apart. And again, you can come up with more variations on this. Check out some of the other clips I have on Bob.wmv on my YouTube site, Shinsei Kenpo, and you'll see some of the workout and a couple training ideas using this modified Bob. There you have it. Pretty much explains it. Just to give you something else to work with, to come on the inside, to practice your trap hits. And have fun. Once again, Professor Phil Lewis signing off.